Welcome back to another episode. Now today we're going to be starting off by gambling. I don't condone this, don't actually do it, but we can do it on the game because it's, gambling. These are the mystery bundles, courtesy of Scooter, and it's 2 diamonds per bundle. And I'm going to buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do 5. We'll do 5 mystery bundles. Alright, so now we gotta pick. Let's go with this one. Let's go with, I think this one. Let's go with this one, and this one. Alright, so we have 5 bundles. 4 of them are full. That's concerning. That's like really concerning. Alright, let's see what we got. Did we get diamonds? Scooter said there's a lot of diamonds now in these, so we'll have to see what we got. So the first one, we got ladders. Okay, not particularly good. All right, number 2. Ooh, an enchanted book. What book though? A mending book. Okay, I have a mending villager and he's really cheap, so honestly that kind of doesn't. That's not very good, but I'll take it. I actually might use it on a hoe here in a little bit. This one though, the one with a little bit less. Oh, hello, diamond block. That actually almost. We're now -1 for today. We're -1 in the diamond department, which is really good. This one. Golden carrots. Ooh, actually, that's pretty good. I've been running low on golden carrots, so I'll take that. That's pretty good. That's actually worth like a diamond or 2. I think it's worth a diamond from there. So we're even. We're even. And then the last one, cookies. Are they mysterious cookies? No, they're just cookies. So a block of diamonds. Awesome. We got stuff. Anyways, let's start the episode. Today's episode is all about building. Last episode was all about destroying stuff. Today is all about building, right? I've got like 20 shulker boxes of materials lined up and ready to go. And our first build is actually a very important one. And it's not as big. It's only these 3 shulker boxes. If you thought it was those 10, I don't actually know if you saw those, but it's not those 10. Those are for a different project. We're working on that in the background. I'll talk about it another time, but it's a really cool project. If my voice sounds kind of shaky, I'm not sick. I'm cold. I'm really, really cold right now. It's really cold in my room. It iced everywhere in where I live. So it's very cold. It's like 20 degrees, which I know doesn't sound like it's very cold, but I live in Texas, so that's very cold. Anyways, in the meantime, these are the materials. And I'm really excited to get going. This is the headhunter shop, which I know I've talked about a couple times. Basically, we had the data pack where we get the heads. And what are we gonna do with it? We're gonna sell them, and we're gonna put bounties on them, and we're gonna make diamonds, and we're gonna lose diamonds, and all this crazy stuff. Anyways, without further ado, let's get right into building. This is the headhunter shop, and I'm really happy with it. It's a very fun looking build. If we go into free cam, it's a fun build. It's got a lot of different bits to it. Like it's just all kinds of chaos, and I really like that. We got the scaffolding window with all the mud and some trim with some shelves. I'm really happy with this build. I made this in creative initially, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. It didn't take too long, but it's fun. Inside, I haven't fully finished the interior yet. I'm still working on it a little bit. There's like, shulkers. I don't know why this is here. Actually, I need to move that. But there's still a lot of stuff in here. These are heads I haven't organized yet. There's like some heads in here. Like you got the more expensive kind of heads because these are like pretty rare. And then some other ones that I still need to get stock for. And these are 4. And that's my pickaxe. Some more heads, and then player heads are here because I have a lot of PvK heads. Do not ask why I have a bunch of those. Anyways, so this is where you can buy the different heads. So down here is where that is, and then obviously a bunch of pots because they're decorative and they're cool. Now, if we go upstairs, which we have like this fun little upstairs stairway and everything, and we go up here, you have these barrels. Now, there's nothing in the barrels at this moment because I haven't finished writing all the bounties. There's like a bunch of bounties that I need for the Headhunter games, and I don't have them yet, but I will be working on that in the next couple of days. However, that is the Headhunter stuff. We have another build to do, so we're gonna go over there after I go to bed real quick and do that real quick. I say real quick, it's gonna be kind of a crazy build. Our next build is kind of crazy. So this is the Headhunter shop. It's the only building here. There will be a lot more buildings over here eventually. That's for a much later time. That's for later in the season and in a couple months, if you will. Well, if we fly right over here, we'll find our base. But, you know, there's the lighthouse that I haven't mentioned in forever, but it still looks amazing, and the rest of my base. Now we need to work on our next build, and I'm quite excited for this one. I've been ready for this one for a while. Like, I built it up quite a while. Oh my goodness, my English is struggling. I designed it a while ago, and there's all these shulker box collections. That's for a different build. We'll do that. We might do that one today. We'll see. But we're doing this one, which is 6 shulker boxes, all kinds of material, like a lot of brick. But it's gonna go right here, and it is actually, wait, no, it might go here. I think it's gonna go right here, like right next to this building, because the building that this is part of is actually gonna go over there. So I'm switching everything around because factories and whatnot. Now this building has build stone, where, like, you know, the moving fans, but I don't know if I'm gonna activate it because it's very, very loud, and I don't really want to mess with it. Plus, I don't have the farm material. So this is gonna be a pumpkin farm. I don't have the farm material. So these observers are strictly for the build stone. And then there's 2 stacks of pale oak top doors. The build stone's insane. It looks really cool. I don't think I'm gonna turn it on because it's just a lot, but it's cool. Now I'm gonna build the pumpkin farm that goes in it off camera and just kind of between episodes, because it's also quite a lot and kind of insane. But anyways, without further ado, let's get right into our next build and knock it out real quick. So let's go. And we're finished. I love this building. We can take a look at it. It's enormous. It's the biggest building of any in this area, and it's awesome. It's very tall. I love that it's tall. It's very fun. All these other smokestacks, I kind of maybe overused them. I used 5 of like the exact same smokestack, but they're better than this one, because I mean, this is a cool smokestack, but it's very large, and I've got 3 of them. But now we have this, and so if we go over here, our skyline is starting to kind of appear. Now, here's the question. What does the future of our base hold? Now, there's a couple things I have planned immediately. The first of which, we have to obviously fill in the pumpkin farm on the inside. That's going to be quite nuts. The entire reason I even built this structure was because my old pumpkin farm, which was here, was not in the same chunk, so it kept breaking. It kept breaking. No, it kept breaking. So I wanted to put it in its own chunk, and that's what that is. That is on a chunk, and it's going to be very useful, very quick. Now, what am I going to use all the pumpkins for? Because if we look in my trading hall, we don't actually have that many farmers. We have 5 over there. There's 6, but that one's not fixed. I don't know why. But 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 12 farmer villagers. We also only have those guys. In the coming days, probably between episodes, I'm going to do a lot of work on my villagers in here. We don't have enough room for all of our villagers. That is why over here, if you notice, there's this one hole. This is so I can get the schematic down for another building like this. So we'll have 2 facilities for villagers. So we're gonna have an insane amount of villagers on our base, which is pretty awesome. And the pumpkins are gonna facilitate the majority of the emeralds that we produce, because that's an insanely awesome looking building. Now, technically, these are all build stone fans. I didn't turn them on because they're really difficult to work with in survival, and they're extremely loud. So I didn't really want to mess with them. They look cool as is. It's basically a giant cooling tower, and then there's like offices and the main factory building, which is cool. Let me sleep real quick. Now, because we're going to be working on the inside of this, I actually need to do a lot of interior work on this building because it doesn't look great. I mean, the walls look fine, but the way the villagers are in, it just, in my opinion, it doesn't look very good. I mean, I built this, obviously. And so I think I can do a lot better. So that's what I'm going to work on between episodes, or that's one of the things I'm going to work on between episodes. I'm also going to work on the headhunter shop over there, which you can't see because it's beyond render distance, but it's over there, I swear. So there's just a lot of stuff to do. Now, I don't have to rush to get all the pumpkins done because we still have a lot of pumpkins, and then there's several other shulker boxes out here. We can take a look at them. There's, I think, 4. Yeah, there's 4 over there, but I think only 3 of them are full of pumpkins. All that kind of fun stuff. But we have another build, probably coming soon, probably coming in the next episode. That is this building going right here. Now, there's also, I showed you that I had a bunch of other shulkers, and they're over here. So this entire island that I built in like episode 6, maybe 8, maybe 7, I don't know. This is gonna get a rework. Now, this was very kind of last second and just kind of, oh, I'm gonna do this because it's kind of cool. But no, it's not great. I mean, it's cool, sure, but it didn't come out the way I wanted it to. And there's still a bunch of chests here I need to clean up. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn all of this mangrove and what do you call this, stone bricks into the palette that we have over here, and then have the top bit as packed mud, because that's kind of the palette I'm going for across our entire base, and it's really good. It'll be a little bit higher up than this side. Also, this is like a canal. This is really cool. I really like this. I need to work on this terrain, but that is what we're gonna be doing as well, probably the next 2 or 3 episodes as a lot. And the building that I've got designed, which is in the shulker boxes, is going to go either here or here. So somewhere on this area. It's also another factory building. It's not really similar to any of these. I think it has a smokestack or 2 like that, but that's it. It's a completely different building. It'll be a bee farm, a cactus farm, and a sugarcane farm, which is pretty awesome. And they're quite large. So it's also one of my more favorite builds that I've ever done. That one is also one of my favorite builds. Now, there's also the storage room, which is right here. The problem with it is it doesn't fit my playstyle. I built this kind of on the whim of, hey, I really want a auto sorter, but I've never used an auto sorter, and I don't play like I use auto sorter. So what I'm gonna do is I'm basically just gonna have this as decoration in the end, because it was a mistake to build this flat out. I shouldn't have done it, and yeah, it was a mistake. But what I am going to do is I'm going to work on similar or much smaller storage rooms that are like spread out around the base, but for different materials. For example, one could be all the wood types, one could be all the stones, one could be all the redstone, like, just different buildings like that. That could be just, the different materials that I need. So it's also partially because of the sheer amount of material that I have. Like, it's insane how many materials I have, and it's getting out of control. I mean, the shulker box mess here, over here. The shulker box mess in here is also pretty crazy, and the shulker box mess over at the headhunter shop and the hole are all pretty insane. So we have a lot of shulker boxes. I'll have to consolidate all our materials at one point, but I'm gonna have to figure out some storage buildings because, one, this is not going to work, unfortunately. I'm kind of upset about that because I did like the idea of the auto sorter, and it's like a really fun auto sorter. It just doesn't hold the amount of material that I'm going to need. It just flat out doesn't. Even if I did double chest, it probably just doesn't. And it's just not what I want to do. So we're going to be doing something different. And again, we're going to be doing storage buildings. Now, I'm also going to be removing those cypress trees. Unfortunately, they just don't really fit in that area. I might add them somewhere else or something like that. Speaking of trees, you should subscribe to my channel because every subscriber in January gets a custom tree. I'm working on it in the background. It's a lot of trees, and it's kind of insane. There's over 280 trees now, because that means 280 people have subscribed in January, which is pretty awesome. I'm grateful for it. I truly am. It's just, it's a lot of trees, and it's going to take me a little bit of time to do. So please have patience. I will get it done, and I'll probably be releasing the first 50 like next month, like early next month, like within a week or two of now. So that'll be cool. You can look forward to that. I'll detail more in my next BloomCraft video, and you'll see it in shorts as well, I'm sure. But yes. Also, the forest. So there's a lot of forest still here. Now at this point in the video, we're kind of just talking about what the rest of my base is going to be like, because there's a lot that I still need to do. I mean, I have a bridge way over there, and I have plans for a desert segment of my base. I have plans for a massive segment here. I've got plans for more forest back here. That's why this is being cleared out. I mean, a lot of the trees are already gone, which is pretty crazy. But it's a lot of work. It's insane. This is part-time for me. I don't do this full-time. I would like to do it full-time, but I just don't. And it's hundreds of hours of work to get this base done. I'm going to be trying to do as much as I can, but I can't promise that it'll be finished, because it's just insane, the amount of work that I have planned for this base, which is awesome. But if I don't, I don't, and it's no big deal. But kind of the next process is going to be getting this segment done. So we'll be kind of branching off this back to here and finishing up all these buildings, as well as getting this segment done, and then also constructing our storage facilities at different points in our base. I haven't touched this area over here in so long. Like it's been ages since I even touched this area, so I need to do some work over here. I think it would be very beneficial and really help, because I like the kind of way it looks now with all the different buildings and the kind of just fun little buildings, stuff like that. But I need to do some work over here, because it's just not gonna work looking like this. This segment is gonna have a bridge. I'm also gonna have a giant tree there coming soon, so that actually might be next episode. We'll see. I don't like this birch tree. Actually, I do like the birch tree, but it's just kind of weird. Most of those trees right there will stay, because I kind of like how they frame the lighthouse. I need to do some interior for the lighthouse. There's a lot I need to do left, but I will get to it in time. Now, if you enjoyed this video, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. I always love it when you guys watch, especially when you watch it to the end. Shameless plug. Please watch it to the end. It'd be great. Anyways, thank you for watching. Next episode will also be kind of crazy. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.